There seems to be a lot more drama on airplanes this year. The FAA is seeing 60 times the normal number of unruly passenger reports since January. 75% of those complaints are because of mask mandates.
There's the stress of getting to the airport, the stress of going through the security, adding in pandemic. People are more likely to spark and be potentially more aggressive than they might otherwise be.
The FAA has a zero-tolerance policy, and they're getting even stricter this year. They used to issue warnings, but now they go straight to legal action. You can be fined up to $35,000 for attacking flight crew or another person on a plane, and can be prosecuted on criminal charges.
By law, you must follow all directions from your flight attendant.
We're taught de-escalation techniques as being a flight attendant, and so I think it's part of that, just going up to people saying, hey, I've warned you X number of times. If I need to keep warning you, there will be a problem. I'll have to write you up to the company.
The de-escalation that we try to do is, more verbal. We hope that it doesn't get to the physical level, but more and more these days it has been sort of getting to the physical level, and I think it's really important to make sure that you're prepared for that.
Most encounters will never need to get physical, but in recent months, there have been several alarming incidents, which is why Judith and Katie, along with many flight attendants and crew members, are learning to defend themselves.
Get away, I need help.
Block, move all the way to the ground, all the way to the ground. Good, time.
Well, right now we are conducting crew member self-defense training. This is training that the Federal Air Marshal Service has been conducting since 2004. This is important training for flight attendants because it prepares them with the basic skills that are needed for them to be able to address unruly passengers on board aircraft.
The Federal Air Marshal Service, or FAMS, has always had this training available around the country, even before COVID-19. But they were forced to go on hiatus during the height of the pandemic. This is actually their first class back.
Once you have that control, you can just start wailing.
The class isn't mandatory. FAMS will usually let airlines know when their next training session is and where, and airlines then relay that information to their crew.
Honestly, it was pretty fun. Certainly, it was very strange doing some of the techniques on the instructors because I don't want to hurt anybody. I never want to use these techniques on a real person.
They learned how to block, how to strike, and even how to gouge someone's eyes out. Yes, they are legally allowed to gouge your eyes out, so be nice. The things they learn in this 3-hour training session are meant to be used as a last resort. Obviously, it would be strange to gouge an eye out for no reason. But Stephanie says, really the training is not just about learning how to hit.
I think the biggest thing that a flight attendant or a flight crew member can take away from this training is the proper mindset. So not necessarily a specific technique, it's the mind that no matter what it is that you're faced with, that you do have the basic skills to address that and get home safely at the end of the day.